He was forced to quit school to support his family after his father's death. He began working at a Prince Street cafe, the headquarters of a local alderman in Newark's 3rd Ward. However, in need of more money, he was eventually forced to quit, later selling fruits and vegetables in his neighborhood with a rented horse and wagon. He was unable to compete with the cheaper Prince Street pushcarts, however, so he moved to the more upper-class neighborhood of Clinton Hill, where he began selling lottery tickets to local housewives. He observed that much more money was made selling lottery tickets than produce, so he concentrated on selling lottery tickets through local merchants. By 1920, he controlled the bulk of the numbers racket with the help of hired muscle. At the start of Prohibition, he began smuggling whiskey into New Jersey through Canada, using several World War I armored trucks. He later joined a syndicate headed by Joseph Reinfield to smuggle liquor from Canada using ships. They were reputed to have controlled 40% of liquor smuggling. He used this revenue to greatly expand his operations in illegal gambling, prostitution, and labor racketeering, as well as legitimate businesses, including several prominent nightclubs and restaurants. In 1929, he was sent to prison for 6 months for assaulting an associate. It was the only crime for which he was ever convicted. He dated actress Jean Harlow at one time and got her a 2-picture deal at Columbia Pictures by giving a huge cash loan to studio head Harry Cohn. He also bought Harlow a jeweled bracelet and a red Cadillac. He referred to her in derogatory terms to other mobsters in secret surveillance recordings. He married Mary de Groot Mendels Steinbach in 1939. She was the only daughter of Eugene Mendels, whose father, Emanuel Mendels, was a founder of the American Stock Exchange, then known as the Curb Exchange. After Dutch Schultz's murder in 1935, he took over those of Schultz's criminal operations that were in New Jersey. The press began calling him the Al Capone of New Jersey. However, he often sought to legitimize his image, offering a reward for the return of the Lindbergh baby in 1932, and contributed to charities, including $250,000 to a Newark slum clearing project. Shortly after taking over Schultz's operations, he became involved in local politics, eventually controlling the majority of local politicians in Newark for over 20 years. During the 1940s, he and his longtime associate Willie Moretti dominated gambling operations in New Jersey. In 1951, his activities were a major focus of the Kefauver Committee's investigation of organized crime. While he acknowledged that he was a bootlegger during Prohibition, he insisted that his subsequent businesses were legitimate. He was also close to many celebrities, including Joe DiMaggio. When he was being investigated, along with other alleged outfit members, by the Kefauver Committee, he reportedly planted 3 trunks full of money with DiMaggio to hide it from the IRS. In 1956, he was tried for income tax evasion. The jury became deadlocked and the charges were dismissed. Several associates of him were subsequently arrested and charged with bribing 2 of the jurors. During the 1959 McClellan Senate Committee hearings on organized crime, he was issued a subpoena to testify before the committee. He was found hanged in his West Orange, New Jersey residence on February 26, 1959, shortly before he was to appear. His death was ruled a suicide, attributed to intractable income tax and health problems. His stepson, John Steinbach, said that he was also depressed about Senate investigations into jukebox racketeering and a jury tampering investigation related to a previous failed attempt to prosecute him. However, police found bruises on his wrists, supporting a theory that he had been tied up before being hanged. It is often speculated that Vito Genovese had ordered his death. Others have alleged that Meyer Lansky, suspecting that the New Jersey gangster had agreed to become a government informant, gave permission for the Italian mafia to take action against him. The theory that he was hanged was also supported by deported mobster Charles Lucky Luciano, who allegedly told journalist Martin Gosch in Italy that the suicide theory was nonsense, and that before hanging him, his killers had trussed him up like a pig. Abner Zwillman was a Jewish-American mobster who was based primarily in North Jersey. He was a longtime friend and associate of mobsters Lucky Luciano and Meyer Lansky. He was the founder of the New Jersey Minutemen, a militant anti-fascist group which operated in Newark, New Jersey from 1933 to 1941. They were antagonists of the pro-Nazi German-American Bund and the Christian Front.